Yo, what is up, everybody? So, today we have a very, very special video that I'm so unbelievably excited to bring you guys. So, back in like 2001, when the game came out, Electronic Gaming Monthly said that Sonic and Tails were in Super Smash Bros. Melee. They were not. A lot of people fell for it, including me as a child. I grinded out, I think it was Cruel Melee, trying to unlock Sonic and Tails. Just like I tried to shoot all the little things in the ending credits scene in order to unlock Toad, but nope, was not the case. They were not in the game. However, it is now the year of 2025, and Team Akaneia, the beautiful people over at Team Akaneia, decided that they were going to take matters into their own hands. And after their first build, beta builds rather, where they had Sonic, they added Sonic into the game. They added Charizard into the game. They added Diddy Kong into the game. They added Lucas into the game. And maybe another one or two characters that I'm missing. I don't 100% remember. But they just came out with the first 1.0 full Akaneia build of Melee, and one of the additional members of the cast that was added was the boy, Miles Tails Prower himself. So, in 2025, Team Akaneia has made it a reality that Tails and Sonic are in the game of Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. And in honor of that, and because Tails is one of my favorite fictional characters of all time, we are going to cover his moveset in Super Smash Bros. Melee. To give a little bit of background into what this game has to do with me, is I've been playing Melee since 2017. No, not 2017, since like 2014. Yeah, EVO 2014. I watched Melee there, saw Mango win. Since then, I've been sold. It's been my thing. Played it on and off for a few years. Have some really close friends that play it. We're going to be at Tipped Off 2025 coming up this weekend. But my whole everything, my training sequence, all of that for Tipped Off got postponed because Tails is in Melee, and that is more important to me. So, we're going to go over his moveset. We're going to go over his taunts, his animations, like everything that's in the game for Tails as far as playing him as a character, we're going to go over. It's going to be the basics today. We may get into some more advanced stuff in a later video, but please check it out. I hope you like it. I think it is going to be a great time. I think this character is amazing. They've done a fantastic job with him, and I hope you enjoy him as much as I do. And I will leave a link to Team Akaneia stuff in the stuff down below. So please check it out. Enjoy. It's going to be a great time. Okay, so first, we have his jumping animation. We'll just go ahead and cover that. Well, you get his idle animation there. He yawns, and then he'll yawn again, and he'll look around kind of bored. His standing animation's there, like his basic idle animation. We'll go over his crouch. His crouch, pretty cute. You know, very Tails-like. His walk, walks forward. Got a slow one, and then he's got a fast one. Then he's got his run. He runs back and forth as long as with his turnaround. So his dash dance, pretty solid. As far as like looks though, it's animated pretty well. I like when you turn him around and he stops for a second, and his tails are still going. Like he's trying to get propulsion up. His jump is his basic Sonic jump. This has been every Sonic game he's in. It is important to note that this Tails does seem like he's mainly based around Adventure Tails. Not even quite Adventure 2 yet, although I think some of his sound animations, or not sound animations, but some of his sound clips come from Adventure 2. But this is Adventure Tails in my opinion. So that's his jump animation. We've covered all his basics, and now we'll go into his attacks with his first, or we'll cover his taunt first. So that's his taunt. I love it. I think it is absolutely fantastic. I love it. So yeah, so we'll cover his jab combo first. So he's got a 3-hit jab combo. So that's it. 2 punches, and then he comes at you with his tails. The tails, like, it's all got a decent range to it. So even if you don't hit the first 2 jabs, there's a chance you hit the tails. Okay? And then his down tilt, which is just like a crouching attack, is just a kick out. It's not like Ness's where he can like spam the kick, but it is a kick out. So, you know, it does some damage. Not a lot, but it does some, and it spaces the opponent out. I'm shocked that they didn't give him like a tail swing around, kind of like the Fox Falco down tilt. His forward tilt, he hits them with his tails like that. He also has like a downward variation of it and an upward variation of it. His up tilt, he turns around and he swings his tail upward, hitting you with his tails. So this does juggle, and you can turn around and do it. It's a very good tool. Very good tool. So that's all his tilts. We'll cover his smash attacks. So we have his forward smash. Obviously, that goes both directions. We have his up smash, which is just like Sonic's. So we have his up smash. We have his down smash, which he swings his tails in both directions. This is very similar to Marth's down smash. So he swings his tails in both directions. Really good move. Has a lot of ground to cover. Really good for tech trap options, in my opinion. So gonna get a lot of platform use out of that. His specials. He's got his neutral special, which he just throws a tornado. Relatively simple. Then he has his side B, or his side special, which you can hold, and he does like a whole sequence. Or you can just, I'm not holding enough. You can just tap, or you can hold for a little bit and then release. Whenever you release it, it's gonna do that more powerful attack. So that is your choice on when you want to do that. So it also has some recovery tools. It moves in the air. The only thing is you cannot use his up special after doing it. You got to choose one of the two. If you fall from that side special, you will not be able to use his up special. His up special, obviously, it's his flight. You do have to tap B in order to get higher up. Otherwise, you'll be left like this. And that doesn't take you very far. But it can help a lot, and you want to be able to control that so you can sweet spot the ledge in order to avoid getting ledge guarded or edge guarded. So that's his specials. Oh no, he has his down special, which is his charge up ball. So very much like Sonic's, you can aerial out of it, change directions with it. But once you jump, when you land, you're going to come out of it, so you might as well try to hit them in aerial. You can use it for mix-ups, which way am I going. So, yeah, pretty simple tool there. Really good tool. Yeah. And then we have his aerials. So we've got his down air, which is like a double kick and then a stomp. That stomp does spike, so that is something to keep in mind. And then I realized that there's a lot of utility out of just getting a few hits of that. Just getting like the first 1 or 2 hits of that, and then doing a follow-up attack from there. Or doing them where you're going to only hit that stomp on them, and they don't have a chance to DI or anything from the first 2 hits. We have his neutral special, which you've seen a few times now, which is just him balling up, and it hits the opponent. So, nothing special, like super, non-obvious. But it makes sense for Tails to have that move. He needs a move like that in his arsenal. We have his forward special, which he just swings his 2 tails forward. I think this move is fantastic. I use it a lot when I'm playing as Tails. I've played a few matches against people, as well as playing against CPU and practice mode and stuff like that. And it's a very useful tool. Along with his up air, which is very similar to Falcon's and Ganondorf's up air, in my opinion. You can use it to get as edge guards. You can do the reverse one to get something else. Like, you're good. It's a very good move. You also have his back air, which he just takes 2 hops, 2 kicks, takes 2 kicks. You can get a single hit of that off, and it does have a pretty good hitbox, so you can like dash through them, jump through them, and hit it. It's good. I think his best moves as far as aerials go are his forward air, his up air, and his neutral air. But all of them have uses, and all of them I have found myself using during match. Every single one of them. There's nothing that I'm like, this is just so trash, it's not worth using. And then we have... I've shown you his taunt. Do we have any? We have his spot dodge. So, you know, he just kind of spins around. Very simple spot dodge. Nothing big there. We have his air dodge. Nothing super special. Just kind of spins around and floats down to the ground. That's his wave dash animation. Yeah. It looks okay. I like the sound that comes with it because it does have the, the bouncy sound. And I do believe... Oh, no, we have to go over his throws. Yep. So, there's his up throw. He spins around, and he tosses you up in the air. Boop. Real simple. We have his down throw, where he turns into a ball and bounces you up off the ground. So, you know, at that higher percent with no DI, that's the kind of stuff you can do, obviously. You have his forward throw, where he just lunges forward and throws you, you know, relatively short distance, all things considered. I just died there, but it's okay. And then we have his back throw, where he just spins around and throws you backwards. Very similar to his forward throw, but backwards. So, that is all of Tails' moveset. I think Akaneia has done a phenomenal job with Tails in this game. I love the way he plays. I love that it's based off of the games that were out at that time and not games that released at later times. And not, like, I love Tails. I think he's a fantastic character. Like I said, he's one of my top fictional characters of all time. I'm not the biggest fan of when, you know, he gets put in mech suits and you don't just get to play as Tails. I love Tails. I think he's a great character and I want to play as Tails. I don't want to play as a tech nerd that's got a bunch of tech and that's all his character is. No, Tails is capable on his own and he should be able to do things on his own, and that's what they did here. I was afraid that if someone put Tails in Melee, they were going to base it off of Adventure 2 Tails and put him in a mech, and that is not what happened. Instead, he gets to be classic Tails, Adventure Tails, Tails that doesn't need 1,000 pieces of technology to be competent. Overall, though, I think he's a fantastic character. I'm excited to delve into him more and play around with him more. If you want to be able to see that, you can follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/HiChris98. You can follow me on Twitter at HiChris98. And obviously, like the page here, subscribe for more content. I'm very excited that this is out. I will probably be recording some stuff from Tipped Off this weekend if that's something that you're into. And you never know what the future might hold for the channel. So please like, subscribe, and comment down below if this is something you're even interested in, if this is something you would ever could even have imagined would have happened. Like, this is such a wild thing to me. I lost my mind when I heard it was coming out. And then, like, as soon as possible, I downloaded it and played it. So if this is something that interests you, let me know. I'd love to cover more stuff like this. But yeah, as far as that's concerned, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Peace out.